Hey everybody, it's Karen again. I took a break for a few days, but I'm back. I found that I was just getting so tired. The thing about this is that I never quite know what's going to make me tired and what isn't. I think I'm just fine, and then some conversation or some event or a news cycle, and I just feel myself drained again. The funny thing is that I know different people are responding to this really differently. Some families are having a great time just spending time with each other. Some people are getting super creative. My oldest brother I talked to yesterday, and he seems to be doing super. He's just got all these meetings on Zoom. He's on a couple boards of directors, and he's in some ways more active than ever. So it's just really interesting to see. I found that what I needed to do was take some time, that I was feeling off and I couldn't pinpoint it. So I just took some time, and especially yesterday afternoon, just rested and read a mystery and let the feelings start bubbling up. And what I discovered for myself is that I was feeling some sense of loss and grief. And I've heard other people talk about that as well. And I just took time and space for that to come up. And I find myself thinking about one of my very favorite Psalms, Psalm 131. Let me read it to you. O Lord, my heart is not lifted up. My eyes are not raised too high. I do not occupy myself with things too great and too marvelous for me. But I have calmed and quieted my soul, like a weaned child with its mother. My soul is like the weaned child that is me. O Israel, hope in the Lord from this time on and forevermore. Sometimes comfort is just the thing you need. Yesterday was interesting with Palm Sunday. I don't know if you streamed the service or if you have watched it since then. I found it really moving. When Marsha played Blessed Be the Tie That Binds, I started crying. I just miss you. It's so strange. Casey and I were talking afterwards about how it feels to preach when there's not a congregation there. And ministers will talk with each other about this, that there's this energy loop that goes back between the congregation and the preacher. Sundays are exhausting for me normally, but it's because of the energy that's been exchanged. And so this kind of preaching into the silence is so strange. I missed you. But I also want to say that I really enjoyed seeing pictures of people on Facebook with their wine and bread for communion, or their cup and plate and a candle and a Bible. So keep posting those. That's really, really awesome. The other thing I want to encourage you to do is to enter into this Holy Week thoroughly. We have time for it now. If you haven't already, I encourage you to read the end of the Gospel of Mark. If you begin in chapter 11 with Palm Sunday and work your way through, you'll see there is so much in that passion narrative. It is a rich, rich time. As Casey talked about yesterday, there's so much emotion in it, so much disappointment and loss. There's a sense of not being what anyone had expected it to be, which speaks to us thoroughly in this day. So I hope to see you again in any way we can. And in the meantime, be safe, stay well, keep the faith. God bless.